Whoo! Friday, April 12th. Gang, I'm out here sitting on the tires. I probably shouldn't be. They're just infested with mosquitoes right now. I gotta clean them out before our next tire workout. But here it is, our first shirtless WOD explanation video of the year. And luckily it's on Friday, so you guys don't watch these on Fridays, I know that. Here's the thing. Today is a couplet, and it is another workout this week with built-in rest, but it's good built-in rest and not the same kind as yesterday. There's a huge difference between 2 minutes and 1 minute, isn't there? 1 minute today is really just about resetting, but really what I want you to get out of this workout is it's one of those things that's like, it's highly intense and potent because of the time domain, and it is shorter, right? It is only 9 minutes of exercising today, but it's 9 minutes that feels like 20. And what we've gotten used to on Fridays is big grunt work type days. And you know, what you think about when you think about grunt work is probably like what we did last Saturday, huge farmer carries. But if you think about this one, if what I really want you to do today is hang on for more and use your grip strength, then today is a day we can do that. And the way you're gonna do that is through hanging on to stuff. Movement number one is hang power cleans. Movement number two is pull-ups of some kind. And you gotta grip a bar either way. And will you be ready for that next bar? Will you be ready for that next rep? We can start ourselves off successfully by picking or choosing a loading for this barbell that's going to allow us to go unbroken for most of the time. And when I say most of the time, read into that probably the whole time, because it's only 3 minutes at a time. So how much of those 3 minutes can we really afford to spend resting and waiting to recover and pick that thing back up? Not a lot. Not a lot. Now, if I take a step back a second, I can also talk about the hang clean this way. We mentioned early on in this cycle that we are not doing complexes in the strength portion of these workouts. So we are not like breaking down these movements, particularly today, the clean, by its component parts. And yet, what do you think we're gonna spend a lot of time on in strength? We're probably gonna spend a lot of time on that piece of the clean that happens between the knees and the hips, right? Everything that happens at that point, the extension, the violence, the aggression, because you need to keep giving that when you do a movement like a hang power clean. The hang power clean is meant to be unbroken, especially at a volume like 5. So we gotta really, and it can't go unbroken at a challenging weight unless all of our mechanics are in check. And the only way we can get away with bad mechanics on a hang power clean is if it's too light. And we always want you to find that like perfect balance between a challenging weight and I'm gonna do the technique so correctly that I'll be able to keep sustaining good movement and successful reps. That's ideal. Now the pull-ups. It's written as a couplet of 5 hang power cleans, 3 chest to bar pull-ups, because we feel like that's a sustainable volume for the people that have chest to bar pull-ups. It's even a sustainable volume for some people who are like, I can do chest to bar I can sustain good chest to bar, but they're singles. Like when I say unbroken, singles count. I just mean don't do a single and then walk away for a long period of time. So if you could do that today, great. I could even see this being a workout for some people where if it takes you long enough to sort of rev yourself into a chest to bar, where you do 5 hang power cleans and then 1 chest to bar or 2 chest to bars. And then still yet, there are gonna be people who are like, no, I mean, 3 kipping pull-ups are gonna be hard for me. I might not even be able to sustain those and go unbroken throughout. So it's gonna be one of those gymnastics days where we modify based on where you're at with the movement, but we will find something for you to do. And unless you're injured, it's gonna involve hanging on to the rig. So it might be banded pull-ups. It might even be ring rows for certain people, but even then, that requires grip. So we'll test you based on where you're at, but the stimulus will remain the same. This is one of those workouts where it is very easy to replicate the stimulus for people at whatever experience or strength level or gymnastics skill level they're at. All right, we are gonna take 3 separate scores today. So it's 3 separate scores. Think of it as 3 separate AMRAPs. We call this an AMRAP repeat format. It's in Beyond the Whiteboard. And I was one of those, I did that thing that I always do, which is my worst round was my first round, and I used it as a sort of, okay, I could have done a couple more reps there, and then I kept squeezing out more reps. So 5 plus 3, 5 plus 5. Those are my scores today. Then again, I can do all those things unbroken. Let's go no heavier than 135, 95 for the loading today. But again, we are not today impressed by the loading on the barbell. We're impressed by your ability to continually do that unbroken and make your hang look good. All right, guys, enjoy this one.